Hey guys, I am so excited to share my full body pregnancy workout with you. This is going to help you prepare for birth as well as stay strong and pain-free all through your pregnancy. All you need is a resistance band, and if you don't have one, grab a pair of light free weights. Let's do this. All right, let's start with, it's called my warm-up yoga flow because you know I'm not a yogi, right? But this is some flow that I really love to warm up. You're going to stretch up over the head, clasp your hands, and you're just going to take a nice deep inhale and kind of lean over to the side, getting a nice stretch through the side of your body. And then exhale, bring it back to the middle and go the other side. So I love waking up in the morning and getting these stretches in, but it's also an amazing way to get your body warmed up for the workout. You know that low back gets really tight, and you want to open up your arms, your lats, and everything to really get the blood flowing through the side of your body. So nice deep breaths. In and out. And now we're going to go through some forward bends, okay? So what you want to do here is have your feet about hip width apart. You're going to reach over the head, and now you're just going to go nice flat back, bending forward towards the front. Your belly gets in the way, so bend it on forward. Reach towards those toes. Take an inhale and give yourself a nice flat back. You want to protrude that chest forward. Stick those hips out, really flatten the back. And then collapse forward, reaching towards the toes again, letting your spine stretch out. Notice how I'm moving nice and slow. This is your warm-up. Now bend the knees gently, roll all the way up. Reach the hands up over the head and repeat, okay? So a nice flat back, you're exhaling, rolling forward with a flat back, and then curling the spine towards the end. Take an inhale and flatten the back. Really extend your spine here. Let your hamstrings get really extended. We need this, ladies. And then bend forward towards the toes. Stretch out the spine and the hamstrings. Good. And then roll up nice and easy. One more time. Yes, 3. It's my favorite. All right. The third one, you really start to feel your flexibility come in. All the blood starts rushing to the legs. Good. Inhale, flat back. Right, like I said, it's just a nice little modified yoga flow here. Let your head dangle down. Beautiful. Now we're going to widen those feet and bend the knees down into a kneeling position. And I want to go 1 foot up and bring the hands to the inside of that foot. Get that knee lengthened back, and you're just going to go into a nice hip flexor kneeling stretch here. This is awesome because, you know, we're sitting and we're getting really tight in the front of the body. So I just want to open up the hips here, and I'm just going to add a little small bend in my elbows just to get a little movement going, right? You know, you just kind of get your body opened up a little bit. Then come back, switch knees. Going forward, remember, nice and easy. Don't rush yourself here. This is your nice little yoga flow warm-up. You could do this alone every single morning. Just remember this routine. It is my favorite. And then you can also use it before a strength routine, okay? So it's kind of multi-purpose for you. Good, getting that nice extension. I do that little bend in the elbows because it feels really nice to get a little extra movement. Now we're gonna go into cat dog. So have your hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. You just want to curl that spine, pull the shoulder blades apart, give your baby a little hug with the belly, pull the abs in, and then you're just going to drop the belly, lift the head. You don't need to overarch or overextend here, but allow your belly to drop a little bit, and then repeat that, okay? So exhale, pull it up. Oh, yeah, feels good. Pulling the back and spine, really getting some blood flowing through that whole posterior chain. You really want to open up these muscle groups, especially in the morning when you wake up. And now we're going to work the muscles a little bit, but this is still considered kind of a warm-up. So here we're going to go into a bird dog, kicking the heel out, lengthening the leg, lengthening the arm, and coming back down. So here I really want you to try to relax your shoulder. No hunching here, no lifting and jamming. You want to keep it relaxed, but you're doing a nice extension to really work the whole posterior chain of your glutes and your back. And although you can't really get your elbow to your knee anymore like you used to, it's all good, right? Because you're really just working on strengthening your back and your glutes, which, ladies, when we're getting so heavy in front, this is something that is going to help us stay pain-free and balanced when we have a strong back. strong backside. Switch up, okay? So other side, okay? Opening it up. Remember, relaxing the shoulder. When I kick my heel back, I'm strengthening my glute. So I'm flexing my glute here, and I'm getting a nice extension, nice straight line from my thumb to my heel. And I feel my whole backside working. Keep your breath flowing. You don't have to breathe in any sequence, but keep your breath flowing and focus on deep breaths in through the nose, long breaths out through the lips. Beautiful job, last one. And we're gonna go into a down dog stretch now. So here, I just want you to open up your calves a little bit. So here, I want you to lengthen out the calves, and I want you to kind of bicycle through. So you're in that down dog position, really lengthening and straightening out the back, right? Remember, if your heels or your legs aren't straight, that's not the goal here. It's to really lengthen the back. And then you're extending as much as you can through the calves and hamstrings. Secondary. So really open them up. Man, I love this one. I can feel it all through my backside. Doing good. Awesome. And then coming down. Now, coming on up to your feet, what I want you to do is go into a deep squat. So have your feet wide as if you were gonna go into a squat, and you're gonna go as deep as you can and try to let your hips drop here, lifting your chest up. So this is really important during pregnancy, to really open up the mobility through the hips, preparing you for birth. And you want to keep that flexibility and that strength. This is the position that our body's naturally meant to be in when we sit, is the squat. So practice this, even if you have to have someone assist you or maybe use a wall to lean up against. This is something that you should try to work on, getting that nice extension. Good, then place your hands down on the ground, roll your spine up, and grab those hands behind your back. Open up your chest. Feel a nice stretch through your shoulders. Oh, this is good. And you're getting ready to grab that band, and we're gonna do some lateral work on the hips. So what I really love is that basic strength training can be so easy, but also very challenging at the same time. So with this band, you want your feet about hip width apart, and you're gonna cross it in front of your body, and we're gonna do a nice little lateral walk here. So what I'm doing is I'm leading with my heel. I'm keeping the resistance between my feet. So I'm not letting that band slide at all. I'm keeping a constant tension there. And I'm trying not to bobble my body. I'm trying to keep all the movement through my hips. So my glutes and my abductors are getting strong here. And we need that strength in our body. So we're just going back and forth here as far as the mat is. The tension should start to burn. You should start to really feel it. Good. Keep it going. When it really starts to burn, like right now, about a minute of that, we're gonna uncross and we're gonna combine a little bicep curl action. So here, now, you can feel your core. Every time you curl and you got that band under your feet, gravity wants to take you forward. So you gotta keep a strong core here. And although we cannot do crunches right now, we can do core stability. And so this is core stability. Even if you're holding on to free weights right now, right? You can still do this. So curl it up. You'll go nice little easy bicep curls, but to me it doesn't feel easy. I'm already out of breath right now, right? So if your band is more tension, it's gonna be harder, right? And if that's the case, you can always bring your feet in closer, because now we're gonna go wide, and this is gonna be harder resistance because now your muscles are burning and we're still going tension, but I want you to go wide curl now. Yes, use a different part of your bicep, shoulders, and my core is still highly engaged during this move. So keep breathing, you're doing awesome. A couple more seconds. I love this combination. It's such a good burn on the muscles. So simple, right? But so challenging. Good. And relax. Awesome. Now, our third move here is going to be the sumo squat with a lat pull. So again, working our backside, working our legs, and our core has to stabilize. So you want your feet wider than hip width apart now, because you're going to go into that squat. I want you to hold it here, yes, legs, and I want you to pull down and back. So you're driving your shoulder blades down, and you're pulling this band wide, right? Not super wide. You don't have to have straight arms and you don't want to. You want to bend your elbows because now you're working your lats, your back, right? And your shoulders are getting involved. Come up. So I'm doing about 3 or 4 lat pulls in between this sumo squat. So you're feeling your legs burn. And I got to tell you, my legs are not as strong since I haven't been running. So this is a huge challenge for me. And I love it because I can still get that burn and feel safe. Come on down, one more. Let's do 3 more. Good, breathe and exhale. And I love this because you're working so many different muscle groups right now, so you're still getting your cardio up. Are you with me, ladies? Let's keep going. One more round, starting with the lateral walk. All right, so feet hip width apart, crisscross it, and I want you to keep that tension. Now, a lot of people make the mistake and they let their feet start coming closer together. So this is what their walk looks like. And it gets tighter and tighter and tighter, right? Don't let that happen. You want to keep your feet nice and wide and keep a little bit of lax in between so that band can actually stretch. That way, you've always got tension and you're actually got movement because you do want to be able to move. You don't want to be limited in your range of motion here, all right? Good, a couple more. Woo, feeling the burn. You got this. This is why I love the band. It can do so many different things, especially when you don't want to lift heavy, but you want to have the resistance. So it challenges your muscles and you get that tone and you keep that strength. Good, now let's drop it, untwist, okay? And we're going biceps. All right, so yeah, arms, yes, I'm feeling the flab, come on, when it comes to arms. I haven't been doing the HIIT training that I normally do, so some of that strength is gone, but I love the fact that this really gives me some tension. Let's go wide. Open it up. And I can still feel that burn, and I will be sore tomorrow, for sure. My abs are on fire, too. I am feeling that core stability. And that's basically all we can do when we're prego, but it feels really good to engage. One more. Squeeze. Awesome. I'm sweating it up. All right, you with me? Let's go. Up over the head. The tighter you grab this, the harder it will be, right? So go down for your sumo and pull. So if I grabbed it even tighter here, and then I pull it down with wide elbows, pinching my shoulder blades together. Remember what I said about having a strong backside because we're getting so heavy in front? This is huge because a lot of us can't do pull-ups, right? And we're not doing a lot of rowing. We've got to keep our backside strong, especially the upper backside. Okay, that sumo squat got intense. Let's take a second and go again. Nice. Awesome. Keep breathing it out. Couple more seconds here. You're doing amazing. We're going to switch up gears and come up. All right. Now, we're going to go into a reverse fly and reverse lunge. Grab your band, knuckles up. We're going to work the back of the shoulders and the back of the legs. So we're going to squeeze, pull against the chest, come up and switch. So we're going to alternate the reverse lunge, but keep that reverse fly. So we're holding that lunge. Hold, pull, bring it back, and switch. Good job. Back, working the legs, working the back. Upper back and shoulders. Now you could also flip your palms and have them face up. If you want to get a different rotation through the shoulders, either way is going to be very effective and it's going to work your back and shoulders, right? You're doing great. Last one, back, squeeze, together, and up. Now let's bring it down to the floor for a second. So here, what I want to do is a reverse bridge. Why? Because now we're going to open the chest, but still work the booty. So hands behind the shoulders, heels into the floor, lift up, squeeze the glutes, and come back down. Now, those of you that have been working out with me forever on Pop Sugar, and now you're having a baby, you can probably go into a single-legged here. But just for today, let's keep it both. Let's keep ourselves balanced, all right? And really work on the squeeze at the top. Really opening up the chest, Really flexing the glutes. If you're going single leg, do about 5 on each side, because we're going for about 10 right here. Pushing through the heels, opening up the shoulders. This is such a great move for moms. Make sure you share it with your friends. Make sure you tag them in this video. All right, let's spread the love. Make sure everyone's staying strong. Breathe it out. Awesome. Now, keep your body moving. Yes, swing your legs around. Always be cautious though about how you're transitioning so you're safe, right? Because your core is a little weaker, a little less unstable. Hands are gonna be tight and narrow and wide. So we're gonna go from the knees into a narrow tricep push-up. And then I'm gonna go wide as my mat. And then I'm gonna come back in narrow, right? So if you need an extra cushion for your knees here, give it to yourself, right? Focus on your breath, because here, now you're using a lot of energy, using the upper body. You don't want to be holding your breath or creating a lot of pressure in your upper body, okay? In your lungs. So keep it going. Oh my gosh, my arms are on fire! Nice work. Let's go one more. Your belly should almost hit the floor here if you're getting good depth, right? I just felt mine. But be careful you don't fall too far low. All right, you ready? Grab your band. We got one more set going through the whole circuit. So reverse fly. All right, I like to hold with knuckles facing up. I'm going back. Try to get low, because you really don't have that much weight on you, right? It's just body weight. So modify as you need to, but you're naturally heavier. I'm about 18 pounds heavier right now than I normally am. So that's good resistance on my booty, right? And now this weight weighs like nothing, but it's awesome resistance on my back and my shoulders. And you should be out of breath, right? Because you got more blood volume in your body, right? You're breathing more than just yourself. So it's okay, accept, remember, embrace, honor where you're at. All right, go with the pace you need to go. And that's all you should expect of yourself. One more, go down, squeeze. Awesome, okay. Now, anytime I go down, I'm always doing a good squat. I'm never hunching. So make sure you notice how you're moving, right? Use your legs, and make sure that you don't use your back. Let's go reverse bridge, lift up, squeeze, and down. Here, think about tightening up maybe a little bit of the pelvic floor muscles. I know you're probably doing your Kegels, right? And you don't need to overdo it, but you want to make sure that you're engaging your pelvic floor. You're aware of those muscles. Get you ready for birth, right? The more control you have, easier things will go. Breathe it out. Lifting it up, good. Squeeze the glutes. And when you get to the top, think about every pelvic floor muscle engaged, strong, really supporting your back and your baby, and relax. All right, let's switch. Notice how I'm transitioning. I'm rolling my legs under my body. You gotta find what works for you. Let's go, narrow and wide. On the knees. My arms are on fire. And did you guys know that honestly, when you're working out and you're strength training, you're always gonna be working cardio, right? So I mentioned that to my friends, I can't run these days. Some people can run. I give you crazy props. It just doesn't feel comfortable for me. So I'm not gonna push my body. I'm a walker. I've accepted it. But I love when my heart rate spikes during these types of workouts, because then I know I'm still challenging my heart. Good. And really for us, it's not about how many calories we're burning. Oh, relax. It's about the strength that we're maintaining, right? Now, let's finish off with a little bit of a cool down stretch. And I like to call it also balance, because I think that's something that sometimes we lose. So if you have a wall or you have something that you want to hold on to, do that now. Otherwise, let's go into a standing figure 4, and we're going to go into a seated position to stretch the glutes and to work on our balance. Now, you might be out of breath, and that's okay. This is a good time to work on controlling your breath. Remember, when you're getting ready for birth, you have to start to really work on that control so that you can breathe normally, right? And be able to really work through that out of breath feeling just like you do an exercise. That's why I know if you've been working out with me for years, you're ready, right? You know how to control that breath. Let's go the other side, which might be a little more unstable, like we all have. One side that's a little more unbalanced than the other. Really think about keeping your chest high and dropping your hips so you really get into that hip. This is so good if you're sitting on the floor, sitting in a chair, or standing. Today we're working on a little bit of balance and strength, so I want to do it standing just to give you that challenge. Even if you're balancing, holding on to something, it's going to be a better challenge for you than sitting, right? Now let's go really wide and let's do that nice triangle pose. So flat back, we're going to reach down towards the floor, and now here I want to add a twist. So I've got a flat back. I'm feeling the stretch through my hamstrings and my inner groin. And now I'm going to inhale and reach up towards the sky. Exhale, come back down to the floor. Inhale, reach up, look towards your fingers as far as you can, getting that twist. Feel that pull in your inner groin. Exhale, bring it down. Go at your own pace here. If you want to hold it a little longer, my friend, you do that. This is such a great way to keep a nice open inner thigh, hamstring, a little bit of twist through the back. This is so good to keep you pain-free. Help you work on that deep squat too. Bend those knees, simply roll up. Feel a nice stretch. Now, overrated? No, quad stretch. So many people skip this one. Grab your toe if you can. Think about keeping your knee pointing towards the ground. And think about keeping your quads, your thighs close together. And now squeeze your butt cheek here, okay? So right here, I'm squeezing my glute. I feel a great stretch through the front of my quad and hip flexor. And we got to lengthen the front as much as possible. Strengthen the backside. Keep our body in a good feeling of openness and mobility, right? So as much as we want to strength train, as much as we want to run and get ourselves all jacked up on endorphins, right now it's important for our body to really have a good sense of flow, for our blood, for our stress levels to go down, for our body to feel pain-free, and for us to keep that good mobility in preparation for birth. Nice job. Last one that I want to do is for neck and shoulder. So I want you to press the heel of your hand down towards the ground, which is going to depress your shoulder, and then you tilt your neck. Now I'm not like that. I'm just letting my head tilt, and I'm actually actively pressing my heel down towards the floor, heel of my palm. And now I can also twist and pull my head forward a little bit. I'm feeling a great stretch through my neck, through my shoulder. And if you are like me and you work at a desk at all, or you carry groceries, or you carry a heavy purse, this is going to be the release that you need every day. So I'm giving you a full body routine that if you only did this, I would be happy with knowing you're taking care of your mobility, some of your strength training moves, some of the basic essential strength training moves that you need for your body as you're going through this adventure. And that's what I call it, people. It's an adventure, right? You gotta embrace it. Good. My mom had 6 kids. I still wonder how she got through. Well, you guys are amazing. Great job today. I've got a full pregnancy program. If you're interested, check the details down below, and I hope to see you in there. See you next time.